Hey y'all! So we are making takoyakis today. I am voice-overing a video I recorded. You're gonna hear Kim in the background because we were on FaceTime when we were doing this. So the takoyaki, I got the package from Amazon and it comes with everything you need. So you got some garnishes and this crunchy topping that gives it a full body taste. And then you got flour. So into the bowl goes all the flour. Into the bowl goes 2 eggs. Into the flour goes 2 cups of water. And then we mix this bitch up. No. I'm gonna voice over my stuff, but I'm just telling myself now so that I can remember for later.
Genie, if you're watching this.
Oh. I'm just gonna put the blooper section in and they're gonna be like, y'all go through a lot of topics. It's very loose. Is that okay? What? Why are you laughing? What's wrong with it being loose? You suck at this. What? You suck at fucking crocheting, bro.
No, it's because you keep distracting me. You suck at making takoyaki.
Next up, we have this beautiful takoyaki pan I got also off of Amazon. It is a non-stick pan, and all I did was I added oil to the pan and basically took a pair of chopsticks, a paper towel, and some rubber band, and basically kind of just dab some oil into each little slot. This gives it a very nice and crunchy texture, and it makes sure that the takoyaki is just very delicious. Do I have to wait the pan to get a little hot before I pour it on?
Yeah. But not too hot, because then it will burn.
Okay, I put on medium as you can hear from me asking Kim, because she actually had made these prior to me making them, and they looked fun. So yes, heat the pan up a little bit, make sure it's a little bit warm before you start pouring in your batter. And when you pour in your batter, don't make the same mistake as I did. Just fill it up a little bit more than halfway, and you can start adding your toppings to it. And it made you equal amounts of stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, You'd think after watching enough takoyaki videos, I would know how to do this. And then do I wait before I put the stuff in, or can I start putting stuff?
I started putting stuff
So for the stuff that I end up putting inside, you can actually kind of really fill this up with whatever you want. But I went for scallions. I really love scallions, and I just chopped up a whole bunch of them. And so you kind of just pop it in there. And as you can see, because I kind of overfilled it, it starts kind of leaning a little bit. And it's going to end up spilling a little bit. But don't fill it all the way like I did. Do a little bit more than halfway so you can actually add your toppings in. Next up for the protein, I put shrimp. Now typically takoyaki is made with octopus. Tako means octopus in Japanese, but I didn't have any octopus on hand, but I had shrimp, so that's what we went for. I know you could put crab or honestly any other protein you like in it, or just keep it completely just doughy. I was gonna try to put 2 shrimps in each one, but I might have failed. I was gonna put 2 shrimps in each one, but I don't think I can. My takoyaki is like literally overflowing. I shouldn't have listened to you. So this batch makes 2 batches of takoyaki mixes, right? And so with my first batch being the very first time I ever made them, it was full. I do end up being able to fit 2 shrimps in my second batch, which I didn't get to show you guys, but it can be done.
You can always test it though, because they won't all form at once. Like the inside will be a little. The middle ones will be more
Yeah.
cooked.
So here's the fun part, right? You would need 2 skewers. In this case, I ended up just using a pair of chopsticks. And before I actually do what I was about to do, I forgot to put these little crunchy things in it. And these are really fishy, crunchy things that were included within the batch. And it's meant to give it flavor and meant to give it some texture. So what you're going to do is you're going to just sprinkle some of that in before you forget. Next up, you take your chopsticks and you basically are going to kind of start forming your balls to your takoyakis. So here I am adding in the little sprinkles because I almost forgot. And these really do make a difference. They're very fishy though. So if you're not a fan of fishy foods, this may not be for you. Now here is the fun part. This does take a little bit of finessing. So as you can see, the pan is kind of overfilling and stuff. What you're going to do is you're going to start moving the balls around, and you kind of scoop the outside batter that's kind of just sitting out, and you just kind of scoop it into each little form, if you will. And as you continue to scoop and form and then round it out, your balls will continue to form. You don't necessarily need any more extra flour because there is still flour or batter from the top, and eventually that's going to just cook through and make sure that it makes this beautiful rounded ball. Trust the process. I know it looks crazy, but it's actually really fun, and the more you do it, the more used you are to it, and it's going to be great. What song is it?
It's Work by Fifth Harmony.
Oh yeah, I don't like that song.
It's so annoying, but just Kamiya's part is so awful.
You just don't like her in general.
If you heard music, it's not really my favorite, but I don't know. Fifth Harmony had a really lot of good vocals, but the fact that they just emphasize on Kamiya's bass one is what drives me nuts.
Did you add any more extra sauce, flour to this, Kim? Okay. As we gossip about Fifth Harmony and why Normani deserved so much better. As you can see, our balls are forming. You don't need any extra batter. You just trust the process, and you kind of just keep moving them around until they eventually become individual little balls.
Did mom and dad have any? How did they like it?
Nobody had it. And nobody cared to have it.
That's okay. You had all of it.
As you can see, they start forming into little balls, and it is so cute. It is a labor of love, a little bit of time consuming, but it's honestly really fun. Now, takoyaki is a street food item in Japan. It's a very popular street food item, and the fact that it is popular is because you get to see these little round balls being made in front of you. They're really cute, they're great, and they taste wonderful, and it's really filling, surprisingly. So, as you can see, once the balls kind of start hitting that form, they will eventually become non-stick to the pan. They will start rotating on their own, which means they are fully cooked inside and outside. That's when you know when they're ready, and you can just pop them out.
Ah, shit, they're turning into balls. I'm a professional takoyaki maker now. Oh.
As you can see, these guys are starting to be really brown, and that's due to the oil that we had put in initially that gives it like this nice crunchy top to it. So there's a little bit of texture to it, and it's really not just a soft little bowl. And when they start becoming, like I said, non-stick, you kind of rotate them around, they don't stick to anything, that means they're ready. I was just being precautious. I wanted every side to be very crunchy, so I kind of left it on a little bit longer. But honestly, it probably was ready at this point, with the exception of a few, like that one.
They look like balls. You know what would be funny if I wasn't recording this entire time?
Please, that would not be funny. I would be so sad if nothing was being recorded this entire time.
So basically they're done once you can turn them and they don't stick, right?
Alright, so it looks like these guys are ready. So grab
This is the
yourself a
best thing
plate.
you've ever recommended
You kind of
to me.
just scoop them up and put it on your plate. And you can honestly just eat it straight up. But I'm going to show you a way to really eat them traditionally. And it's really good. So pop them onto a plate and let's go.
Don't lose it. Oh my god, I almost dropped it. I don't know how people can only eat 8 takoyakis. Like, I could eat all of this.
I say this, but I struggled eating this entire plate. Alright, so now that we have it on a plate, I'm going to get this takoyaki sauce that I also got off of Amazon. Everything came from Amazon. It wasn't a kit, but I knew what items to get. So it's kind of like a Worcestershire kind of sauce. It's great. Give it a little bit of tang. And I love it because there's 3 nozzles on it. It's to give this cute design to it. So you just go ahead and you put it on. After you sprinkled
Get
it all
this
on,
Kewpie
what you're
mayo.
going to do is grab yourself some Kewpie mayo or Japanese mayo, and you basically also just add it on. Kewpie mayo gives it this wonderful, creamy, delicious mouthfeel to it, and it's just really, really good. I prefer Japanese mayo over the American mayo.
Is this red stuff chili? I don't care. I'm putting it on. Oh, it's ginger. Was this supposed to feed 4 people? This is ridiculous.
So this green stuff is actually seaweed, but it's a very strong seaweed. There's definitely some extra umami flavoring to it, meaning it's very fishy. And last but not least, this is your finishing touch, some bonito flakes. Bonito flakes are dried fish, and you put as little or a lot you want on takoyaki, and they just dance away on your plate, looking pretty.
And there you have it, a bowl of takoyakis.